Whoops, I probably played double for a sec. Hi! Welcome to stream! Hi, Stardew! And hello, Color, welcome! On the YouTube side, yes, very nice. I'm currently waiting for my compatriots, Creed and Kanye, to join me as we read Witch on the Holy Night. Yeah, I had to reschedule stream. Last time, when the time came, I felt like I was about to pass out. So I canceled stream right before it happened, and then I did pass out. And I passed out for like 13 hours. But we're so back! I'm here, and I'm not exhausted, so... we win these. Oh dang, have Twitch ads gotten worse? Ooh, that's rough. Hi Atsu, welcome to the stream! I hope you're doing well today. Mirror Dungeon, oh man. Bro, I'm so behind on Limbus. I gotta get back on that horse. I was thinking of doing a stream where I'm not really... I just focus on catching up. It's like a really big catch-up stream until the latest Intervalo, which I haven't seen yet. Oh man. But I'm so bad at Limbus. I'm the stereotype that Limbus fans can't read. That's me. But I'll do my best! Hi Blaze! Perhaps I should... I will ping them. Okay. I'm trying to... Maybe I'll need a recap on what happened. Though not a lot has happened so far. We're still at the very beginning. There's some witchcraft afoot. Our protagonist, one of them, the lady protagonist, she's trying to, make something. She's becoming a mage. Her roomie, Alice, is teaching her. Alice is the only name I remember off the top of my head. What else? Hi Greed! Let's see, also, there's a guy from the countryside who has like a million jobs, and he's chill. He doesn't really understand, I think, slang and other city-like stuff. Very new to society outside of the country, yes. That's kind of all I know about him now that I think about it. Oh, thank you, Dolly.
He became the most employed man alive.
True! He's on that grind set, which I respect. Let's see. I suppose we could wait until maybe 7:10 for Kaje to arrive, but if not, we will have to persist without him and wait until he joins us.
I can't believe he died.
This is so sad! I miss him already.
I have to revive him.
Fuck, how do we bring him back? Okay, let me put this here. There we go. Alright, I fixed the position of our sprites.
Nice.
But yes, hi chat. How are you doing today, Greed?
I'm chilling.
That's so awesome. Oh, right. Man, I don't know who would also want to get this program, but there is a program that I can get and my friends where guys can put literally anything on my screen. Like you can draw it, you can like you can drag images and GIFs onto it. I think it'd be so funny. And it would be on my screen while I stream. I think that'd be a really funny thing to have. I'd have to figure it out, but I think it'd be peak. I think it'd be peak. I know, my favorite streamer, Wade Radio TV, he does it with his friends, but they said they had to set it up in a really convoluted way, so I didn't really know how, but now I can do it. I can do the funny visual bits. Oh man, I always forget my bitrate is, a bit finicky. Because YouTube has, like, we prefer a higher bitrate, but Twitch prefers a lower bitrate, so it's hard to say. I don't know what I should go with. Well, let me know if it's compromising the stream, at least, and I can try to adjust it. That was a bit too late now that I've started stream. I'll figure it out. Oh, Color, I thought you didn't want to watch on Twitch because of all the ads and stuff. What brought you back?
Maybe there's like browser extension. I don't know.
True. And there's all the cool channel stuff. Rewards. Point redeem. I wonder if YouTube will ever get on that, but I don't know. I think if they do, it'll be 10 years from now, because YouTube tends to be like, really slow. Oh, okay, thanks for clarifying, Color. I was so scared for a second. I was like, no, my poor stream. Let me finish this real quick. I'm just thinking. So I have like a week left. And then I'm gonna be heading out. I'm gonna be doing a bit more traveling. Which means
Nice.
I won't be able to stream for a while, which makes me sad. That's the hardest part for me. I fucking love streaming! I say that, but I haven't streamed in like a week or two. But I want to stream more! I love streaming. It's been a rough couple of weeks, but we ball, and I want to get back on it. But I'm about to leave, so I'm like, fuck the timing. It's fine. It's fine. But I also have a lot of stuff to do in a week before I head out, so I gotta lock in. I have to be just like our country boy and grind. Okay, it's 7:10. Let me go and set this up real quick. Let me turn down John Madden football. Thank you, John Madden. It's such a good song. A good song to play while you're prepping for peak. And
Yes.
let me put it in here. Game capture. Hold on. Game is not capturing the audio. Switch on the Holy Night, please. There we go. Yay! Alright. Then I will go to controls. Studio mode. Transition! So awesome. Okay. Discord voice overlay disabled. Because we can see us. And I'll just close this because it's distracting. Okay! Oh no. Stream logos bother me. I'm gonna put it over here because I feel like it. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit more balanced. I can live with this. And you can see and hear the game as well, Green?
Yeah, I can see and hear it.
Yay! Okay. Kade, if you can hear us, we miss you. I hope everything's okay. We just started the next chapter, the second episode, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah, we finished
no,
the first,
we finished like the
first chapter.
in-between.
We went,
Yeah.
we went for the in-between chapters, yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's go. Next episode then. Little happening of last night. Would you like to read first, or should I? I guess it depends on which character we're looking at. Yes.
都会は魔界だ。けど、慣れれば割と住みやすいとは思う。
Speaking of country boy, he's here! Oh my god, it's the song!
It's the song!
It's the song! Oh, it's our boy. Shall you have the honor of reading?
Yes. Certified visual novel classic. This
You gotta have Genopody number 1. Yes.
Yes.
And Claire de Lune, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sojiro sighed listlessly. He looked down at the winter schoolyard below, lost in thought. God, he can think.
The thinker.
December was written on the corner of the chalkboard. He could not believe 10 days had already passed since he transferred to the school.
I
10
feel
days
like
in the city, and he's already been the most so employed. He's like 3-4 part-time jobs.
how did he? I guess they could sense his work ethic. They're like, bro, we gotta have him. He's for real.
It's just the last vestiges of autumn had faded with the change of the month. The trees were all but barren, and the ground below them a mat of fallen leaves. Fourth period was classics.
Classics.
An elderly teacher stood at the lectern and rambled on.
Classics, like classical music, historical art.
Maybe
Hmm.
this song we're hearing
Oh,
is the
true.
background music of it.
It
I don't
is
know.
a classic. You're right.
Well, he had finally gotten used to the classroom. He still had a long way to go to get up to speed in his classes. Lacking even the basic understanding most students learn in their early scholastic life, it was a battle for Sojo to keep up.
I forgot he didn't go to school, right? Like he never had
No,
an
he was in the
education.
mountains chilling,
So like,
doing whatever.
bro, we probably did make the joke about him being vaccinated already, but it did come to mind. I wonder if he can do his multiplication tables, or like, I wonder how his spelling is, or his handwriting. Man, oh Sojiro, that's rough, buddy.
Imagine your first grade of school being high school.
Ah, that would suck. That would suck.
Yeah. Even if he was unable to grasp all of the content right away, he at least tried to memorize everything in the hope that he could make use of it down the road.
Oh, sorry, he says, but he can somehow read kanji. True? Good for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
He
I'm
knows how
glad.
to write and read.
Yeah. And what else do you need, really?
Which is why losing himself in his thoughts was about the last thing he should have been doing. He would normally chastise himself for daydreaming, but
You gotta have that classic protagonist looking out the school window moment. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta.
troublingly, he was unable to concentrate in class today. Sojo plays the source of his lack of concentration. It could not have been the winter in the city. It was much milder than in the mountains. Neither was his part-time job particularly tiring.
Oh, wait. He's only allowed to have one, right? He had to quit the others? I
I
think?
think they got an exception for him with the church thingy.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah.
So now he can still have 10. Good for you, man.
He was not any more physically fatigued than the average student, so that could not be it either.
Guess they
He
were
can
like,
just tank having all the jobs.
right? I guess they were working him like a workhorse in the mountains. Like, goddamn.
Others might conclude that it was because the courses were boring, but that seemed off the mark too. I don't know, that could be it.
I don't know, maybe, yeah.
Sojo did not share his classmates' opinion about their classes.
Maybe he finds them so interesting.
On the contrary, he rather enjoyed his class time.
I think I would too if I, like, were suddenly exposed to all these cool new things.
No, his frame of mind was not to blame either. Trying to figure out what was wrong only made him more depressed. Oh no.
No, no.
こんなんじゃ気が散る一方だ
Is there something on your mind, or someone, maybe? Oh?
He scolded himself and turned his attention to the chalkboard. The rhythmic ticks of the chalk were sending him into a slumber, but he somehow managed to resist their lullaby.
I never had an actual chalkboard in my classrooms. We had, like, dry erase boards and the smart boards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yet he was still unable to focus on the class. Sojo reflected silently, as was his custom, and sighed inwardly. Deep down, he knew the real source of his agitation.
Eyes emoji.
The events of the previous night were the only thing it could be.
Ooh.
With a chime to signal the end of class, the teacher bowed and exited into the hallway.
So they're not gonna let me know yet. Alright. That's cool. Alright, game. Okay.
You see him off, the 30 or so students all stood up from their desks. The clock, which had seemed to slow dramatically around 11:30, now struck noon.
Tim, the guy.
The tension seemed to fade from the room all at once. The release from a difficult lesson was the start of lunchtime, the highlight of school life.
Lunch!
Misaki High's cafeteria was not particularly known for its quality of food. Complaints that the quality was below that of a private school went unheeded. I mean, it's a public school, so.
True.
And the same unique flavors appeared on the menu each and every day. Private school prices coupled with subpar quality led to the majority of students to offer boxed lunches instead.
Damn.
I know they were paying private school money for that. That's actually kind of they're getting scammed. What the hell?
On God.
Sojiro's class 2C was no exception.
Oh, I'm so interested to see how Sojiro handles his lunch.
The boys muscled as many as 10 desks into what resembled a long dining table.
Oh.
Conversely, the girls divided themselves into smaller tables of 2 or 3 desks with practiced ease and started chatting within their cliques.
Ooh.
Not a single student wasted even a second of their precious lunchtime. Where both sides differed in method, they shared a common goal.
True. Maybe Sojiro goes out every morning and like he walks in with like a raw fish that he caught with his own bare teeth. Or like the leg of a deer that he hunted, maybe.
Sojiro was struck dumb by the efficiency of the transformation. Even after 10 days, he was unable to keep pace with the rest of the class and remained seated where he sat during the previous period.
Oh, Sojiro, you can sit with the boys. It's okay. I'm sure they'll let you in.
Yeah, they're calling you over.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
The voice came from the large makeshift dining table near the window.
It's him. Oomph.
Hosuke Kanomi was beckoning him over while leaning back in his chair in a way that looked like he could fall backward at any second. He was regularly shot down by others in the class for being lazy and crass, but his earnest nature kept him from getting on anyone's bad side.
He's him.
We low-key think he kinda sucks, but he's chill, actually, so...
He's fine. We have like an assumption.
Yeah. Though something could be said for not being so forthcoming all the time, too.
飯にしようぜ、飯。俺さ、昨日店の残り物もらいすぎたんだよ。春巻きだよ、春巻き。それを見た親父がさ、もらったもんは残すなってうるさくてさ。食いもん、春巻きしかねえんだわ。
Bro, don't turn around, but there's a second version of you right behind.
It seemed his endgame was to find someone who might take pity on him and trade him for something better.
Oh.
The two of them worked at the same restaurant, so he was one of the few people Sojiro knew before starting school. It was also the reason Sojiro was able to learn the true meaning of the phrase, "can live with him, can't live without him."
That's awesome, Sojiro.
いいな、しずきも来いよ。今日は待ちに待った缶詰祭りをすっからさ。
Hands Food
つ
Festival.
いに結婚するのかよ。誰か冷静になった方がいいんじゃないのか。
バカ、すげえ楽しいってきっと。そりゃパチモン臭いけど、カニ缶とか食い放題なんだぜ。サバ缶じゃなくて。
And crab.
マジやったー、俺も参加する。コンビーフは一人一個、それとも早い者勝ち？
お前な、一人で何個も食えるもんじゃねえぞあれ。うまいのは最初の一個だけだって。
Hold on.
お前な、
Wait, no, that's not what I
食え
wanted.
るもんじゃねえぞあれ。
Maybe
うま
I
いのは最初の一
can
個だけだって。
raise the voice. Yes. Maybe by that much.
お前な、一人で何個も食えるもんじゃねえぞあれ。うまいのは最初の一個だけだって。
Loud, but not too loud. It works perfectly. But if someone screams in this game, it might be over. So, maybe I'll lower it a little bit. Just a little bit.
Maybe lower the music, maybe?
Yeah.
Or...
Wait, let me see on OBS. Okay, now on OBS it's okay. It's just the voice.
Oh, okay.
We got this, brah.
しずきたちが来るならノルマは一人7個に下がるのか。助かるな。
ところで木の実の弁当の中身、なんか缶詰より硬そうじゃね？
The boys usually pass the time by making fun of each other's lunches, but today they were united against a common foe. A pyramid of countless cans stood in the middle of the table. They had all been taken from the pantry of a certain student's house. The expiration dates on them had all been scribbled out with a marker.
Oh my god. Bro?
Oh, no.
よし野郎ども、各自毎缶切りの用意はいいな。食べるも地獄、残すも地獄。我ら5次元目の授業はないものと恐れぬ修羅となり、鉄の悪魔どもを平らげん。
They just don't want food wasting around the house.
Well, you know, good for them. Waste not, want not.
食材は下町の何でも紹介。マーケット中山からの提供です。
They'll just deal with it.
ヒューバカも休み休みイエーイ
Yay!
His face, he's just like, what is this?
What on earth?
The boys, united as one, hoisted their can openers into the air.
Sojiro, this is not a city thing. They're just weird.
ほら、しずきも食べようぜ。缶切りならまだあるからさ。
いや、君らの弁当の毒味はごめんだって昨日言ったはずだ。
It is a very good.
If I'm not getting paid, I'm not doing it.
True. Well, like $5 is $5.
それに、その缶詰半分以上賞味期限切れてるだろう。
I get like 500 yen.
Yes, and maybe I'll have to pay.
なんだよ、釣れねえな。
I like his faces a lot too. I like the very cartoony faces. They're very silly.
Quite an inexplicably excited group of guys. Their real motivation seemed to be to spread the pain. But moved by their energy and conceding defeat, Sojiro got up from his seat and joined them.
Ah, yeah, cracking open an old one with the boys.
An old leftover can of... And before he could...
じゃあ私たちが釣り上げようかな。
Hmm?
しずきくん、あんなの放っておいて一緒にどう？
Oh, he's
Oh?
popular.
Oh, the ladies are interested? Okay.
Another interested party joined the fray. A girl with short but stylish hair had called out to him. He had also tried to get Sojiro to join the track and field club several days earlier.
Yeah, they want you.
いや、そっちも遠慮したいな。できれば。
Okay. Andrew with a troubled look on his face. He does look concerned a lot of the time.
He does.
On their table was nothing but a pile of fruit Sojiro had never seen before.
Yeah?
なんで？パパイヤとか嫌い？マンゴーもあるし、ヤシの実だってあるし、内緒だけど、夕張メロンもあるんだから。
That sounds delightful.
The members of
kinda
the fruit
sad.
group pumped their fists in unison at that last delicacy.
Bro, these students sure are passionate about the most interesting things.
待て、なんだヤシの実って。あれ食えるもんなの？
Yes?
Hello.
Coconuts.
Yeah, you just gotta crack them open. But hello, welcome to stream.
マンゴー余ったら回してほしいな。
Yes, mango. I was about to say it's kind of sad. I can't believe Sojiro's never had a mango before.
バカ肉食え肉そんなんだから貧弱な体してんだぞお前ら
This
Many
is also
meat, raw,
I don't think canned meat is good for you.
expired canned meat.
Sojiro couldn't keep track of all the voices flying across the room.
わかるのは、
You look so
どっちも破
defeated.
滅的だってことだけだ。
Fruit is not bad, Sojiro. Come on.
It's just. You're so right. It's just. I say exotic, but in quotation marks, just because he doesn't know what it is. Exotic fruit.
That being said, he found it difficult to refuse them outright. His tendency to accept others' goodwill at face value occasionally left him frozen with indecision. He's too nice, bro. No.
He's literally nice.
Not accustomed to regular human interaction, he was unable to judge when it was or was not appropriate to turn someone down.
Oh.
Someone tapped the lost little lamb on the shoulder.
ほっとけほっとけ。いちいちここのバカどもに付き合ってちゃ人生台無しだ。適当に流しとけばいいんだよ。
No?
ほら、お前らもな、善良な羊を悪の園に引きずり込んでんじゃねえよ。
They're kind of just inviting him to eat. Like,
Well, I mean, one of them is like eating expired canned food, and the other one's just eating fruit that he's never
that's
seen.
true. No. The dark side, bruh.
Of the dark side of expired canned food and fruit.
Fruit.
An inappropriately loud voice echoed throughout the classroom from behind him.
副会長
Oh.
Ojiro turned around to see a boy about a head taller than him. His long hair, while unkempt, had been brushed back, giving it an appealingly windswept look.
Bro, slick with it.
His attractive features belied the contempt for the classroom his eyes carried. Unlike the perpetually dope Ojiro, he was an extremely attractive boy.
Damn!
He was cultivating anyone who so much as glanced at him.
Okay, damn, okay. Sorry, Sojiro. This guy, like, I'm afraid he's a
Saying he
10.
mobs you.
Yeah, pretty much.
In most cases, such a boy's presence would be met with awe and respect. However,
なんだよ、副会長様のお出ましかよ。
We hate this
they
guy.
hate him.
てめえらのバカ顔にはコリゴリだって学食に陣取ってたんじゃなかったのかよ。
へへへ。ここは見ての通り、ボンクラどもが集う貧民街でございますよ。王子はほら、A組の綺麗どころとカフェでお茶でもしてればいいじゃない。
Damn, okay.
またしずき呼びに来たのかよ。青子女子といい、飛び丸殿下といい。しずき、なんかヤバいことしちゃったのか。
しずきくんは校則違反しないじゃん。ちょっとそれ以外のルール破るだけで。ってことはやっぱり築地くん、青崎に振られてからそっちに走ったって本当だったのね。
Bro is gay now?
Sojiro stared.
Oh my god, you're right.
Whoa.
You can do
These people
that?
are real? he never knew this.
Bro, that's crazy. Wow.
He continued to give him a hard time. Sojiro could not help but feel sorry for him. The class vice president, on the other hand, showed absolutely no reaction whatsoever. He glared at them with a bored look and simply raised his voice.
相変わらず無駄に元気があって結構じゃねえかてめえら。そんなに活力たぎってんなら冬季特別清掃班にだって参加できるよな。おい、今んところ自主的に申し出てるのは全校で一人しかいねえんだ。西全員が参加すりゃ俺も青崎も肩の荷が下りるってもんなんだがよ。
Huh.
The menacing growl in his voice contrasted greatly with the boy's well-constructed looks.
Bro, they keep glazing his appearance. It's so funny. And oh, color. I don't know who Zebitas is. I don't know. Is that a character? Do you know who that is, Creed?
No.
Apparently, you may resemble him, or at least the sprite I drew of you does. But oh, it's a YouTuber on the Spanish side. I see.
Oh,
Very cool. Wow, Greed, I didn't know that. That's so crazy.
that's awesome. Both Team Canned and Team Fruits.
Oh my god.
Their words were doused like a fire being smothered. This was partly due to their fear of the boy, but mostly due to their fear of the special winter cleaning team.
Damn, they do not want
They
to
don't want
clean.
to clean during winter. Yes, the special winter cleaning team.
I guess it is cold outside. I can kind of sympathize.
Joining meant spending part of your winter break cleaning up the old school building and mountainous rear courtyard that had been neglected by the previous two student councils.
Okay, during winter break, that does suck. That does suck.
Come on, man. Winter break isn't even like that long compared to the summer
Right?
break.
Bruh.
I don't know how different it is for in the Japanese education system, but
Not
this
long
sucks.
enough. yeah.
It was a form of legalized torture that could potentially ruin 3 whole days of your winter break.
Damn.
And forget about any compensation in the form of extra credits. Though it
Damn.
was pointless volunteer work for a student council project, it was practically a miracle that they had even found a single volunteer.
いや僕らちょっと体弱いんでスミッチョで缶詰食べてますね
In the quarter? Bruh.
私たちも貧血気味でこうやって果物食べてないと死んじゃうっていうか冬休みはもう予定いっぱいっていうか
Oh my god.
All of the students but one scuffled away.
よし、昼食はやっぱり静かにやらねえとな。1年坊主の教室より2年の教室の方がやかましいなんて苦情、いい加減にしやがれよ、アホども。
The mob meekly scurried away. Sojiro turned to join them, but as he did,
あ、
Oh.
お前はこっちだ、宗次郎。
Nuh-uh.
the hand on his shoulder held him in place.
Firmly grasp it.
だよ生徒会応募人んちのテーブルマナーまで指図してほしくねえよな
Yomi cursed him under his breath to his friends the second the vice president turned to go.
He's still in the room, bruh.
はあ、上等じゃねえか、木の実。いいぜ、お前が記念すべき2人目だ。冬休み、首を洗って待ってやがれ。
The vice president must have heard everything Kenomi said because he gave a thumbs up before figuratively jabbing it into his eye.
Oh my god.
はあ何言ってんですかあいつあれ自主的なイベントじゃんいくら副会長だって強制はできないですよね
The problem child of Class C laughed merrily.
そりゃ昨日までの話だ。
Huh?
会長の提案が学校側に受理されてな。本日付で
Oh my gosh, they can do that?
強制力のある推薦権をもらったんだよ。
Oh,
特に会長と副会長の推薦は絶対だ。拒否した場合、学校側はともかく
also,
青崎が
also
何
she
す
will
る
beat
か
the shit.
俺には止められねえからそのつもりでな。
A fate worse than death.
げえそれ事実上の死刑宣告じゃ生徒会マジ応募
Kenomi's terrified shrieking continued behind them as the vice president and Sojiro left the classroom.
Sojiro has to be like the third volunteer at least, surely. Maybe.
Yeah, he's probably the first one. The
first
only
one.
one that signed up for the volunteer work.
Of course.
お前も大変だな、宗十郎。
あんたも割と暇なんだな副会長
Another awesome background.
The two entered the empty student council room.
Let me know if you need me to tap in for reading, by the way.
No, I'll probably tag out when it's like time for me to get dinner or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can go for now. Saki High Student Council had the use of 2 rooms. One was a large office specifically made for the student council. The second was an archive room once used as a preparatory office. Fuck. For math courses.
Good.
As the latter of the two, the walls were lined with densely packed shelves, making an already cramped room seem even more confined.
Someone had to draw these books. Fuck.
Yep. Damn.
Damn.
For this reason, it served as a private refuge to the student council. The 2 students sat across from one another. Tobimaru Tsukiji.
Absolute 10. Everyone thinks he's hot.
But also hate him because he is on the student council.
True, true.
He was the son of the chairman of Misaki High School and the vice president of its school council. Like Sojiro, he was in his second year and first met the transfer student a week earlier when the task of looking after him was dumped onto the student council.
Oh, Kanye is on his way.
Nice.
Yes.
副会長はやめろって。クソったれな話だが、俺は所詮会長の犬だからな。
Down, boy.
As self-deprecating as his words were, he hardly seemed dissatisfied with the arrangement.
Oh, okay, bro. I see you.
He took a snack from his pocket and grimaced at it before taking a bite. Damn. It's also expired.
Fuck.
His fucking face.
Oh.
The 100-calorie energy bar sacrificed flavor for efficacy, but somehow not enough to prevent him from gnawing on it like a piece of jerky.
Oh, gosh.
そうか。
Why does he look so serious?
でも犬は良くないな、飛び丸。
You can feel the pain of having to eat that shitty calorie bar.
He's such an empath. He's like, damn. Damn.
That sucks. The
Bro.
Sojiro sat in the chair with a concerned look on his face.
あ？犬がどうしたって？
犬は良くないって言った。例えが違う気がするし、
He's not a dog
何より
person.
怖いぞ。
Damn. He does not have that dog in him.
なんだよ。山奥育ちのくせに犬が怖いのか？
I wonder if he's a cat person then. Or maybe he just doesn't really like animals. Who knows?
そりゃ大抵の生き物は怖いけど、犬は別格だ。
I see.
Dogs are
徒
just
党
really
を組んだ
scary.
野犬ほど始末に追えないものはない。足の速さも脅威だけど、何より執念深すぎる。
I see. Oh no, Sojiro, do you have like dog trauma or something? Or maybe they're just scary.
Yeah, I don't know.
Scratches my chin.
坂だろうと追いかけてくるし、最後の一匹になるまで引かないんだぞ。
Sojiro, what happened to you, bro?
Sojiro opened his lunch as he spoke.
Oh yeah, let's see the lunch. Let's see the lunch bread.
Inside the bright green cloth, 3 beautifully made triangular rice balls.
ショックだ。
ショックって何が？
いや、そんなこの世のものとは思えない握り飯を見たのは初めてだ。
Oh, whoops. Sorry.
それどっちなんだ？
褒めてるんだよ、バカ。
Sojiro was always confounded by phrasing that could be interpreted in multiple ways. Euphemisms and subtle sarcasm were often lost on him. It was only on rare occasions like this one that he chose to confirm what was being said. Tobimaru had come to suspect that Sojiro had a very black and white way of seeing things.
ところで、その固まった小麦粉みたいなの、美味しいのか？
What do you think, man?
What do you think of him? Sojiro stared at the energy bar with a curious look on his face.
Oh, does he want a bite?
まずくはねえが、うまくもねえよ。まあ、人
Fuck,
間
I don't mean to interrupt
何
you.
事も手間暇惜しむようになっちゃおしまいだぜ。ことが三大欲求ならなおさらだ。
Three base desires. Food, sleep, and, J.O. Or water. Sorry. Well, I forgot about water.
Tobimaru quickly finished off his bar, put another one on the table, and grabbed one of Sojiro's rice balls. Dude, you just scammed him, dude. That's a terrible trick.
Bro, what? You're being done so dirty.
Sojiro failed to notice the rudeness of his first exchange and gave the proffered energy bar a try.
Bruh.
なんだか土を食べてるみたいだ。
違いない。遊びをなくせば人生こんなもんだって見本だな。
He's so sad. He looked so sad.
Like, yeah, this sucks. Out of principle, Sojiro labored over his energy bar, cringing all the while.
Like the guy's eating canned food. No waste.
He was both curious of the unknown and loath to leave something unfinished.
今無理に平らげる必要はねえぞ。そいつの利点は携帯食ってところだからな。素で味気ないが、食えるうちは味が落ちないのがいいところだ。まあ、そっちはともかく。どうだ、少しは慣れたか？
ああ、 飛び丸や青崎が気を使ってくれているからね。
Tobimaru turned his eyes up to the ceiling, unable to handle Sojiro's carefree smile. He's feeling the aura, he can't look at it.
He's like, he's so bright, like the sun!
As absent-minded as Sojiro might have been, his expressions were nonetheless incredibly earnest.
Yes, that bar sucks every single day, but at least it's the same. That's pretty great.
It was like poison to someone as self-absorbed as Tobimaru.
Ah.
だから青崎は来ねえんだよな。
Yeah, he really is the opposite of them, in different ways. What a guy.
He took a bite from the rice ball to steer himself away from such thoughts.
I wonder if they're just plain rice balls. Just plain rice. I wonder.
Though now cold, the rice had managed to maintain its freshness, startling Tobimaru.
ん？いや待て。気を使ってんのは俺だけじゃねえか。青崎なんてお前が転入した日に彼迷惑だから見張ってての一言だけだぞ。
なんでそこで君が怒るんだ？
いや、だからだな。お前が学校になれるよう陰ながら見守ってんのは俺で、青崎は生徒会室で全校生徒の弱みを集めてるだけって話だ。面倒な苦労してんのは俺だけじゃねえかって。
Stardew, why does he sound 35? Does he? I guess he does sound older.
Yeah. Tobimaru stopped himself, realizing how ridiculous he sounded. Sojiro, rightly so, knew it was nothing to get this upset over.
Bro.
いいさ。青崎に言いつけられなきゃこうなることもなかったしな。知ってるか？あいつどうして俺にこんな役させたと思う？
副会長だからだろ。
Okay, bro.
Tobimaru's handsome face went dark.
We get it. He's attractive.
あのな、どうして副会長が転入生一人にかかりっきりにならなくちゃいけねえんだよ。ちぇ、いいぜ。機会があったら青崎本人に聞いてみな。あいつの本性がわかるからよ。
He snatched another bite of the rice ball while grumbling under his breath. There it was again, rice grains that were just dry enough to be fresh and tender in the mouth, a morsel that betrayed its humble description, which must have been delicately molded by a master chef rather than haphazardly clumped into a ball.
Okay. Either Sojiro is an excellent cook, or he got lunch from someone who is. I wonder, The sparkles?
そして何よりこの塩加減、中の具から染み出した厳妙な醤油加減はどうだ。食欲をそそるどころか、脳を食欲だけにするような。
Bro. My god, it's like Food Wars. The taste! My god!
飛び丸、思ってることが口に出てるみたいだけど。
あ、いや、それほどのショックだったってわけだ。
Must be really good if plain rice can taste that amazing.
Yeah.
なあ、その字。これ
Roblox smirk.
Oh, there's filling, okay.
It was only natural to inquire about the unexpectedly delicious bite.
How do I tell him it's full of shit?
It had been nibbling around the edges and had not yet reached into its center.
ああ、それはイナゴ。
Oh.
Oh,
ありえねえ。
it's bugs.
There's bugs.
The vice president choked on his cough. He had assumed that Sojiro would prefer earthy ingredients instead of seafood on account of his mountain life, but he never expected he would use grasshoppers.
Wow.
Oh, this is Sojiro made.
食う前に言えよな。信じられねえぐらいうまいと思っちまったじゃねえか。
Oh. I bet the grasshopper would taste good too then, you know? I bet it would be really nice.
あ
I think he did like it.
今のは
Anyway.
嘘だよ。
Oh, never mind. He just trolled.
Oh, bro. Masterful gambit,
He just got
Sojiro.
fucking trolled by the nicest, straightforward guy.
I know. When it comes from him, it hits even harder. What a guy.
They locked eyes for a moment.
本当は鮭。いくらなんでもイナゴはね。
Salmon.
Yum!
Salmon mentioned.
おおそうだよな。いや安心した。いくらなんでもイナゴはねえよな。
Bro, but like, coming from him, anyone would believe that Sojiro would eat grasshopper. Like, he would be like, yeah, I guess that tracks.
ああ。こんな都会で身の締まったイナゴが手に入るもんか。
Okay, bruh. Alright.
As curious as those words were, Tobimaru decided to let them go.
たくどっちにしても冗談きついぜ。危うく吐き出すところだったじゃねえか。らしくねえぞ宗十郎。
君が青崎の悪口を言うからだ。
Oh my gosh, so cute!
Sojiro closed his eyes as he continued to chew on his rice ball. Tobimaru watched incredulously as Sojiro made no attempt to hide his disapproval. No fighting!
今のはさすがに聞き捨てならねえぞ。俺が青崎の悪口を言ったから意種返しをしたと、そういうことか？
Sojiro continued chewing. The country boy's silent protest said all that needed to be said. The vice president suddenly looked like he had been struck by lightning.
なんてこった。お前、まさか青崎に惚れてんのか？そうなのか？そうなんだな。おい、眠ってねえで起きろ。
Tobimaru flew out of his chair and violently shook Sojiro by the shoulders.
Is it that
He does not
serious,
seem to
guys?
care. I don't think he cares.
Bruh.
Oh, Kanye.
Oh, Kanye! Hi!
I live.
Welcome.
Hello.
Wait, let me fix the sprite placement. Hold on. Okay, I'll put us over here.
Sorry
And,
to keep you waiting.
welcome. What does he say? Not to keep a lady waiting, or something like that.
Sorry to keep a lady waiting.
Exactly. I'll just move you guys to the side a little more. Happy you
The
could make it.
boys.
The boys.
Yes. The
Diner.
boys.
Dinner.
Blue. Local Stim Central. What a
True.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're here where
Yeah.
they were eating lunch. And yeah.
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 They were eating lunch. And then Sojiro
Grasshopper.
trolled Tobimaru, yeah.
And the narration keeps calling Tobimaru handsome. Like they keep glazing
They
him.
just glaze, yeah.
It's
The
so
glaze
funny.
is unreal.
I love the narration glaze.
お
Yeah.
前は1年前の惨劇を知らないんだな。
You know about the incident.
The incident. Oh.
知ってりゃ
What happened a year ago?
そ
The
んなストレ
incident.
ートな破滅願望を持つこともなかったろうに。
Oh?
君の言葉には誤解が含まれてるけど、それは後にする。それより、
Hold on, give me a
1年
second.
前の
Carry
惨
on,
劇っ
but
て。
excuse me a second.
Okay.
Tobimaru regained his composure and sat down after a moment's thought.
仕方ねえ。この手の噂をするのは好きじゃねえんだけどな。
Tobimaru reassured himself that it was in Sojiro's best interest as a young man to know.
あれは青崎がまだ1年の頃の話だ。あの頃はみんな入学したばっかりで、青崎がどんな性格か誰も知らなかった。あいつ外見は文句なしに美人だからな。そりゃ男どもは狂気乱舞したもんさ。
Little did they know that they soon after would go crazy for an entirely different reason.
Okay.
4月5月はもう上を下への大騒ぎだよ。あの時ばかりは上級生も下級生もなかったな。野郎同士の牽制、共闘、果ては決闘まで。まあよくも騒いだもんさ。青崎に近寄るだけでも大変だったんだぜ。
なんでそんなよくわからない事態になるんだ？
What's the big deal?
そりゃ青崎は一人きり、命知らずな野郎は延べ100人ほどいたからだよ。一人一人青崎とランチしても3ヶ月かかるだろ。
Damn.
だからまずは男同士でつまんねえ暗闘があったのさ。
So serious.
まあいい。わからねえならそこは飛ばそう。所詮負け犬どもの話だしな。
Ooh,
本筋にはな
tea.
りえね
Ooh.
え。でな、そんなどうでもいい戦いを勝ち残った奴らは列なしで1年の女に言い寄ったわけだ。青崎はあれで、なんていうか、相手のなけなしの誠意じゃなくてあれか、勇気、そういうのを無視できずに認めちまうやつだからな。言い寄ってくる相手を可能な限り丁寧に断ってた。が、中にはそれで勘違いしちまうやつもいてよ。3年のある野郎がこれは脈ありと見て青崎に何度も言い寄ったんだよ。多分そいつは頭がおかしかったんだ。今にして思うとそうとしか思えん。
Incidentally, Torimaru decided to gloss over the fact that this student was also the former student council president.
Oh, okay. Huh.
学園ばかりか。青崎の家まで押しかけてさ。
Oh, no!
あまりにしつこいんで、青崎も堪忍袋の尾が切れたんだろう。
He got killed.
ちょっと口にするのははばかられる方向で振ったんだよ。
Bro, she absorbed him. He ate him in one bite and took his job. Wow.
Threw him from the top of the
Oh, damn!
そいつは自分から他校に転入希望したばかりか、
got
三
his
崎
ass
町からも逃げ出しちまって、
Oh
青
my
崎は
god.
1ヶ月ばかり自宅謹慎を食らった
All the other suitors, that should have been me! That's
They got
crazy.
their fucking ass whooped.
That's insane.
世に
He
言う
got beat up
血
so
の
bad he
公会
just
堂事件。
left.
詳しく知りたけりゃ本人
left.
はまずいな。新聞部にでも行け。あそこの部長は命知らずだから、聞けば面白がって教えてくれる。
Sorry, Green, what did you say?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Oh, okay.
飛び丸、その具体的な表現を声に避けたのか。
仕方ねえだろ。理事長の息子だろうがなんだろうが、怖いものは怖えし、高校ぐらいは無事卒業しとかねえとな。うちの女子の制服見るたびに規制を上げるトラウマなんて持ちたくねえよ。
Tojiro tilted his head to the side in confusion. Tobimaru had lost him with that comment.
ああ、いい。
The stare.
それより、なんで青崎なんかがいいんだよ、宗次郎。
He tilted his head again, this time to the other side.
おい、お前、本当に青崎が好きなのか？単に胸がドキドキ言ってるだけなら、それは恋じゃなくて恐怖だってオチもあるぜ。いくらその字がぼんやりでも、理由ってもんがあるだろう。
He tilted his head even further. What Tobimaru was saying sounded off, but Sojiro decided not to press the matter. All the more because he found many of his own emotions toward Aoko Aozaki to be incomprehensible.
So, like, for a player like me, right, who doesn't know anything, like, it feels like they're really laying it on thick that it's like a boy meet girl thing, and like they can't stop thinking about each other, and like, oh my gosh, it feels like they're really trying to play into this idea that like, oh yeah, this is totally a romance. They totally like each other, but I just know there's more. There's something happening here, and it's not what they're saying. It's not what it seems, or maybe it is just like that. I don't know, but that's my conspiracy theory.
It could be either. I don't know.
Yeah. Chat, don't tell me yet. I wanna see for myself.
IDK lol.
It's just like, I don't know, it seems so it seems so heavy-handed, but I don't know. Who knows? I could be reading too deeply into things.
そうだな、おかしい。俺はあまり彼女を知らないのにね。
That was because they had not truly spoken to each other since the day she showed him around. Every time Sojiro tried to talk to her, she immediately got up and left.
Oh,
As fate would have it, they ended up working together that recent Sunday, but made only idle chatter on the way and back.
けど飛び丸、君は知らないだけなんだ。
oh?
時々なんだが、誰かの視線を感じて振り返ってみると、いつ失敗するかを心配して見ている人がいる。
Oh, okay,
I
thank you,
think
Alex.
she low-key cares about me, bro.
I think she might give a fuck about me, maybe.
飛び丸の言う通り、ただ廊下で俺を見かけて、単に監視していただけなのかもしれない。本当は俺のことなんて気にせず素通りしたいのかもしれない。けど、どんな種類であれ、彼女の心配は本物だ。
But a surprisingly, uncharacteristically accurate read.
それに、ここが一番大事だと思うんだけど、実際の話、青崎のそういうところのおかげで、俺は助かっていたりするんだ。
I fuck with her heavy.
His tone was measured and sincere. Tobimaru sighed with a tinge of regret. If not for those words, he could have introduced Sojo to a more suitable girl with whom he could have lived out the rest of his school days in peace.
Oh, he's finished. Damn.
He never went to such lengths for his other friends. Generally speaking, if it was of some benefit to him, he was unafraid of exploiting another. If they were of no use, he didn't bother getting involved with them. That was how Tobimaru Tsukiji operated. Sojiro happened to be the type of person who provided no benefit to Tobimaru, yet somehow sparked in him a desire to help. It was not that friendship was completely alien to him.
The stare. It's there. Just in the wood. Like,
In the table.
Looking.
He just did not have many people he felt that close to. So if Sojiro had really fallen for Aoko, it was not his place as a friend to try and change his mind.
やれやれ。結局、惚れてるやつには理由なんていらねえんだな。
そんなことはない。理由なら一つある。彼女を一目見たとき、
Wow.
綺麗だなって思ったぞ。
Damn, that's really direct.
Tobimaru's shoulders slumped.
なんだあんだけ恥ずかしいセリフ言っといて、要は外見に惚れてますな。結局見てくれかよ、宗十郎。
綺麗なものに見とれるのはいいことじゃないのか？
Real sees real.
自分を綺麗に見せる努力をしているんだから、外見から内面を判断するのはそんなおかしな話じゃないと思う。
That sounded like a sophism to Tobimaru, but he had no counterpoint to.
I wonder what a sophism is.
しょうがねえ。わかったよ。この話はもうやめよう。その字が誰をてめえの女にするか、俺の知ったことじゃねえし。
Now, Tobimaru was mistaken about one major point during this whole conversation.
This is where, like, a record scratch would play and everything would pause.
Namely, that Sojiro was not head over heels in love with Aoko and hoped to go steady with her. He merely liked her as a person.
Yeah. It was at this moment that they had a terrible misunderstanding.
Nobody could have foreseen the massive calamity that would be caused by this simple misunderstanding.
Oh, God.
だがよ、一つだけ忠告しておくぜ、宗十郎。青崎は喧嘩をした相手だろうと別に嫌うわけじゃない。逆に言えば親切にしたって別に好かれるわけでもない。いい例が俺だ。
He spoke with a pained sigh as if opening old wounds from the past.
そうか。詳しく。
おう、昔な、あいつがあんまりに独善的だったんで、つい手を挙げかけちまったことがある。半年前の夏だ。1年もあいつと生徒会やってたもんだから、俺も女っつうより戦友って気になっててな。
Okay.
つい勢いで平手打ちをしようと右手を上げた。我ながら4番バッターも角也という腰のひねり。確かな実感とともに俺は勝利を確信したもんさ。
So you just punch your guy friends? You just punch people? Like that's just the thing you do? Okay.
He was one of the figurative boys. So when I got mad, I just swung.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
He had a distant look in his eyes as his words trailed off.
翌日になって、こりゃ完全に敵扱いされたなと覚悟して生徒会室に行ってみりゃ。
Then I got concussed 78 times in a single day.
I bet she gave him like that cold kindness, you know, where they're just polite, but you can tell deep down they fucking hate you, bro.
で、以来あいつと俺は会長と副会長で収まってる。
Ooh, student council office must be awkward.
Sojiro cited his story. Tobimaru, that's not cool. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't do that.
That's crazy.
He then said with absolute confidence,
今の話を総合すると、君は単によろけたいのか
Oh
my god!
This understanding is even
Bro.
really funny. Clearly, he had missed the point entirely.
Bro?
なわけあるか。今の話のどこに甘酸っぱい要素があんだよ。俺としちゃあいつを女として見なくなった決定的な事件だったんだがね。
なんだ、違うのか
A look of disappointment flitted across Sojiro's face. Oh, you didn't actually... That's not...
Oh my god.
Tobimaru revised his opinion. Sojiro was something of a simpleton, but there was a quality to him that Tobimaru could not quite place.
Why is he disappointed? What?
Sojiro being disappointed at, like...
That's crazy. Bro.
Cannot read him.
He's like, man, romance, huh? Wow.
とにかくだ。俺が言いたいのは、青崎青子の好き嫌いの基準ってのは普通じゃないってことだ。
Talking to him, it's like a brick wall. It's like a very, very, misunderstanding brick wall. Very clueless brick wall.
いいことをすれば好かれる。気に入らないことをすれば嫌われる。ってわけじゃねえんだよ。あのお姫様は。
Sojiro answered that he would keep it in mind as he looked to the clock. They had been talking for a while and lunch was almost over.
もう君からの話はないか
あ？初めからねえよ、そんなの。
ん
Why had Tobimaru even brought him here in the first place? Sojiro tilted his head in wonder, but shook it off to deal with the more pressing matters at hand.
Because you're one of the boys. You want to hang out, maybe.
よし。じゃあもう少し付き合ってくれ。飛び丸に聞きたいことがあったんだ。
ん？
Tobimaru sat up straight, having never seen Sojiro's face look so serious before. Sojiro set aside his rice bowl and cleared his throat.
実は昨日、こんなことがあって。
He spoke solemnly. And as carefully as possible, he recounted what had occurred the night before.
Oh, finally learned. Ooh.
No.
The incident from last night.
Beta black.
君いる？
Ooh.
It was 10 to 12. It was 10 to 12, and lunchtime was quickly coming to an end. Her face popped into Class C, as lively as ever, as if it were an everyday occurrence. Aoko Ozaki had announced her presence. While Aoko wasn't part of Class C, she didn't let it bother her as she casually entered the classroom. In contrast, the baby birds who had been so noisily chirping while eating lunch quickly quieted and began to rearrange their seats.
Oh my gosh.
どういう意味よそれ。
She bristled internally before looking around the room. She could not see the male student she had come here to find. He hardly stood out, so she thought he might be hidden in a corner somewhere, but that appeared to not be the case.
He's like the mob of Mahoyo. He's just a simple looking guy. Oh yeah, I do have a sort of color filter on my stream, so it kind of like brings out certain colors and like saturates others. So people who watch my stream aren't really seeing the correct colors that you'd normally see in the game if you were to play it yourself. I hope it's not too distracting. I could always disable that.
有里くん、出席番号12番のしずきくんは？
Aoko kept her tone professional.
俺？しずきならさっき飛び丸殿下が連れて行ったよ。
His highness. It's all good. Oh, okay. Good to know.
The boy was shocked that she actually knew his name. One might think that the reason the students referred to Tobimaru Tsukiji by a royal title was because he was the chairman's son, but it was actually because he actually acted like royalty. In fact, the vice president was said to have taken a liking to the title.
飛び丸が？あいつしずきくんと仲いいの？
She seemed surprised. The class seemed surprised at her surprise.
いいも悪いも、築地くんが男子と仲良く話してるのって今まで見たことなかったよ、私たち。
He's one of the boys.
あ、木の実くんはバカだから別だけど。
Okay, bro.
そうだよな。初めは殿下もあんまり話してなかったけど、3日もしたら楽しそうに口喧嘩してたもんな。
Are they arguments? Or are they just...
With Konomi, it's just kind of
Yeah.
threatening him, really?
ま、しずき相手に突っ張っても仕方ないじゃん。あいつ変だけどいいやつだし。
Everyone fucks with him.
Exactly. He's pure of heart. He can't not fuck with
そ
that.
うよね。いい人だもんね、宗十郎くん。
Having recomposed themselves, Class C started chatting again. Aoko listened to it for a bit before turning around and leaving the class with a later. All the Sojiro talk finished as quickly as it had started. Lunchtime was coming to a close in the student council room.
I just realized it really just cut away after they were like, all right.
They cut to black.
Fuck. Someday I'll know what happened last night. Someday.
Sojiro, having told his story, was smiling in satisfaction.
Bro, they're taunting me.
Tobimaru, still sitting across from him, was frowning.
さあ、感想を聞かせてくれ。
Sojiro told his yarn as best he could. Tobimaru fingered his brow as if he was angry or concerned.
なあ、ソノジ。お前、人をバカにできるほど器用なやつじゃねえよな。
Okay.
失礼な。器用な方だぞ、俺は。
He angry.
His response only confirmed Tobimaru's suspicions. It had to be one of two possible conclusions. That what Sojiro had just told him was true, or that Sojiro was so tired that he must have been hallucinating at the time. Tobimaru sincerely hoped it was the latter.
宗十郎、率直に言って、俺はお前が気に入っている。嘘のない人間なんてのは人間じゃねえ。俺は人間嫌いだから、そんなお前さんが気に入ってたりするんだが、そんなやつまで馬鹿げたことを言い出したら、俺は明日から何を頼りに昼飯を食えばいいんだ？
What the fuck happened?
What did he see?
What? What do you mean? What are you gonna do for lunch? Like, okay.
学食で食べればいいんじゃないか？
Hearing his suggestion, Tobimaru's face darkened.
わかった。はっきり言おう。それは幻覚だ。
Don't worry about it. Okay, guys. Yay!
幽霊の正体見たり枯れ尾花ってやつだろうさ。それでも納得いかないってんなら、いい精神科を紹介してやる。
それが君の感想か。よし、ならいいんだ。
His smile. That damn smile.
As bitter as Tobimaru's words might have sounded to most, Sojiro swallowed them whole.
Gulp, gulp, gulp.
そりゃ俺だって神隠しの類だと思ったよ。けど都会じゃもしかしてそれもありなのかもしれないだろ。確かめたかったのはそこなんだ。
Saw a ghost, I guess. Man, everyone else is in the know, so everyone's just smiling and nodding while I'm scrambling for answers.
Satisfied, Sojiro finished off his last rice ball and neatly folded the cloth.
おい、すると何か？お前は都会の人間は口から火を吹いたり、腕が伸びたりするのが普通だと思ったのか？
Yo, One Piece reference? No way?
まあ普通じゃないけど特別でもないんじゃないかと思ったんだ。ここは山にないものが溢れている何でもありの場所だ。だからそれぐらいやってのける人だってもしかしているのかなと。
His face was as serious as it was made Tobimaru realize just how big a culture shock Sojiro must have been experiencing. Living up in the mountains with no electricity.
Amish as hell.
In a place where the night sky was as it always has been. Where humans were just one more organism in nature's garden. It makes sense that those conditions would create a boy like him.
A specimen. A creature.
The idea of children growing up so pure was an appealing one, but maybe it was natural to forgo civilization when your population was so small. Or perhaps it was so simple a world that excessive knowledge was deemed irrelevant. It was precisely because city life offered him so much that was impossible up till now that he had come to the conclusion that anything was possible here.
安心しろ。確かにこっちにはたちの悪い奴らばっかりだけどな。そんな魔法使いみたいな奴はいねえよ。
How do we tell him about the magic shit, bruh?
そうだと。
Bro, look at the title of the visual novel.
Bro, how do we tell him he's a witch on the holy night? Oh, fuck.
But Sojiro seemed unsure. And on Tobimaru's part, there were things to Sojiro's story that he found hard to swallow. Whether true or not, the incident Sojiro had described was disturbing.
まあ、事の真偽というか、どんな間違いでそう見えたかは置いておいて
Bro, I
だ。
almost got jumped from the part, bro. Tobimaru, you have to believe me.
Bro. What if he just bro, what if there was a guy on the moon and another guy on the moon and he killed the other with a rock? Wouldn't that be fucked up or what? And that was what happened last night.
結果だけ見れば、うちの生徒が夜の公園で人を殺したってことになる。しかも倉庫を控えめに表現しても普通じゃねえ。
Oh, I wonder if this is related to the in-between story. Maybe he saw that. Or maybe it was something else, who knows? No, what we saw in the in-between story did happen after chapter 1, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it could totally have been that. Yes. And scratch his chin.
As a newcomer to town, Sojiro assumed that everyone his age was a student at this school. For better or worse, he was right.
Oh, okay.
一人は火炎放射器を持って、もう一人は、まあなんだ、なぎなたでも持ち出したのか、刃物らしきものが何メートルも伸びたときた。
Okay, this was a different battle. I don't think Alice had either of those. I don't think. And unless I'm misremembering, she had two weird little guys, her familiars, and the other guy was just had a mask. It was really fast, I think. Man, I don't even remember. I forgot.
It was two little piggies.
Yes.
And then what was it? like a slasher version of like, I was it what was like the, I forgot the name of like the popular notorious serial killer Jack the Ripper.
Ah.
Like a
Yes.
like fairy tale plays of that.
I see. Oh my god, I forgot that's your muted image. That scared me. Oh, that's what Blaze is talking about with the jump scare. I get it now. I get it. Oh my god, that's so scary. Oh, but I don't remember there being a flamethrower. Maybe I'm misremembering. Oh, agree? Oh wait. If you can't read though, Kanye can take over as well, or I can.
Oh yeah, I've been going for an hour actually.
Yeah.
Alright,
Tag out to
Kanye.
somebody.
Would you like to read or shall I?
I could take over.
Okay.
Sojiro bobbed his head up and down as he listened to the disbelief in Tobimaru's voice. Hearing it repeated by someone else, he could see how someone might think he was taking them for a ride.
Pulling their leg, so to speak.
正気を疑うな。尋常じゃないぞ、その話。
I'm not fucking joking, Tobimaru.
Please. I'm being for real. Please believe me.
宗十郎、お前、実は俺をからかってんだろ。
いや、全く。けどまあ、都会にはそんな人間はいないんだろ。なら飛び丸の言う通り、夢でも見てたんだ。ここのところアルバイトと試験が重なって辛くて。
Winter break was just around the corner, and the end of term exams were but a week away. Both were proving formidable opponents for Sojiro.
Not to mention the special winter cleanup team thing. Yes. 3 days of
Sure.
manual labor.
俺は基本ができてないから、人の倍程度の勉強じゃ追いつけない。ほら、勉強ばかりしているとノイローゼをするんだろ。
I'm going crazy. I'm losing my marbles.
そりゃするんじゃなくてなるものだが、まあ、何にせよ、やりすぎ飲みすぎは良くねえわな。試験前ぐらいはバイト減らしたらどうだ？
減らしてはいるんだけどね。年末ってアルバイトを休む人も多くて、その代行も頼まれがちだし。
He shrugged helplessly.
Only 4 part-time jobs for now. Oh, okay.
I'm not working myself to the bone yet.
Yeah.
It was obvious from his words that he had been busy. Even if he was not going crazy, lack of sleep could have caused him to daydream, even if all this was going down in the middle of the night.
なんだか大変そうだな、宗十郎。
ああ、実はかなり参ってる。都会の暮らしは深刻だ。
Sojiro nodded with a pained look in his face. What was strange, however, was that he did not look the least bit tired.
泣き言言わねえのは感心するけどな。お前、新郎は顔に出ないたちか？
そりゃ、新郎はどこも痛まないからね。
He's been through worse.
As he answered, Sojiro looked up at the clock on the wall. Lunchtime was almost over.
飛び丸、時間だ。
ああ、もうそんなに経ったか。気にせず先に行ってていいぜ。俺は。
Oh, whoops. Sorry, I keep interrupting him. I feel so bad.
Sojiro watched as Tobimaru made a gesture that seemed to limit the life of a student council member. His eyes looked as if they were looking up at a piece of art, not understanding its value.
授業をサボれる身分っていうのは羨ましいな。そういうの、飛び丸が嫌いな手抜きじゃないのか？
そりゃ誤解も甚だしい。俺の欠席は手抜きじゃねえ。特権ってやつだと言ったろ。
Vice President angrily defended himself as he stood up. The transfer student merely gazed at him, unfazed.
おいおい、あれだけ説明したのに全然分かってなかったのか？ しょうがねえ。まず座れ。いいか、その字。常人を上回る英気と幸運を兼ね備えながら、座することなく精進してきた俺でも、ここを卒業しちまえば、裸一貫になっちまうんだぞ。
I'm being a bum while I still can.
I'm making the most of it. Let me have this.
ひでえ話だ。てめえの家柄を活用できんのは、あと1年ちょいだけなんだぜ。これの一体どこが羨ましいってんだ。普通一生続くはずの親の七光ってやつが、俺の場合はたった3年間しかねえんだからな。となりゃ、有効なうちに使っておかなきゃ、もったいなくておちおち眠ってもいられねえ。ああ、嫌だ嫌だ。何が嫌かって、バカどもとガン首並べて金勘定するのが嫌だ。たく、嫉妬渦巻く大人の世界じゃ、俺のオブラートみたいな心なんてパックリ飲まれて溶けちまうこと受け合いだろうさ。
I'm gonna have to do normie, commoner things like shopping at grocery stores.
I'm gonna draw.
Oh.
Well, he must have been joking, so Hojiro took his tone to be completely sincere. He listened as if he envied Tomomaru's ability to be so open about his feelings. From his frame of reference, there was nothing he could do but take Tomomaru for his word. One.
あら、そんな権利なんて留年すればいくらでも引き延ばせるのに。なんなら協力してあげましょうか。
The door to the student council room flew open, washing away Sojiro's half-hearted responses to his friend. This frosty statement destroyed the warm atmosphere of the room. And it also marked the abrupt end to Tobimaru Tsukiji's reign there.
いや、いい。自分の夢は自分の力だけで叶えようと常々思ってるんだ。
そう。なら今みたいな恥ずかしいこと力説しないでね。廊下にまで聞こえてたわよ、副会長さん。
Namaste the beat, Aoko Aozaki stepped inside the room. Her dark hair was slightly disheveled, as if she had been running.
She hauled ass all the way here. Wow.
Just a slander Tobimaru. Her gaze missed the sitting Sojiro entirely and was focused completely on the ranting vice president.
頑張れ、飛び丸。
Good luck, buddy.
Sojiro quietly got up to head back to his classroom.
割と薄情なんだな、お前って。
Please, help me.
It's so fucking funny. Tobimaru grumbled in front of Alka.
だって時間がない。
だから、そういうのが薄情とだな。
He cut himself off. Alka briefly shifted her gaze to Sojiro.
時間がないのは私も同じよ。あなたにはいつも振り回される。
Not a complaint, it was her honest opinion.
なんだ？要件は総十郎かよ。
安心なさい。あなたにもあるから。
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Her eyes shimmered with a murderous glee.
Oh, okay, bruh.
She's gonna kill you, dog. It
Oh.
was slightly different from the more sullen gaze to which Tobimaru had grown accustomed. For whatever reason, Alka's mood seemed worse than usual.
しずきくん、あなた、走るのと泳ぐの、どっちが好き？
Alka asked abruptly. Sojiro frowned a little before saying he was fine with either one.
ダメよ。一つにして。
泳ぐ方かな。けど、どうして？
あなたがまだどこの部にも所属してないから。
Oh, I guess joining a club is mandatory? I guess?
Maybe?
Hmm.
A succinct reply. One that left no room for Sojiro to object.
Hi, Raspberry. Welcome to the stream.
Hey.
うちの校則読んだわよね。生徒はただ一人の例外もなく、 部活動に参加しなくてはならない。
I see.
正直どうかと思う校則だけど、決まりは決まりだから。
そんな無茶な。悪いけど、そこまでの暇はないんだ。
You could do the going home club. Yes.
True. That's what I would
で
do.
しょうね。
An equally terse response. She was typically to the point, but Tobimaro got the impression that she was expressly trying to keep her interaction with Sojiro short.
On opposite ends.
Mm. Parallels. They stared at each other in silence. Tobimaru stood breathlessly silent on the sidelines until Sojiro broke the impasse.
青崎は分かってると思ってた。あ、いや違う。うん。だから、そこが強いんだろうね。
What does that mean, man?
Yeah, what does
Sojiro
that mean?
Sojiro stood up from his seat. What the fuck is he talking about?
Bruh, you're so strong, man. Gets up, doesn't elaborate, leaves.
Leaves.
Yep.
He walked
Oh my
past
God.
Alko into the hallway.
それ、明日からでいいんだろ？
しずきくんがいいならね。
He did his best to force a smile before leaving the student council room.
What, guys? What's... Okay, you two.
While watching the events play out, Tobimaru found himself deeply impressed with Sojiro. He could tell from Alko's behavior that she was trying to get a rise out of Sojiro. Sojiro, on the other hand, didn't react. Heedless of what Alko was doing, he simply went on his way. To Tobimaru, it was hard to believe that Sojiro had not taken offense. From his point of view, Sojiro's poker face had been the performance of a lifetime.
いや、でも何が強いんだろうな、会長。
He looked at Alko curiously.
No,
She does not fuck with you, dog.
she's mad.
Alko stood completely still, staring at a wall.
青崎？
Alko showed no response.
おい、会長。青崎。青子女子？おい、聞いてんのかよ、青崎青子。
さいはね、青を呼ぶな。
Her fury echoed across the student council room. It was a beautiful sound that could be heard into the hallway and made Tobimaru's rant from earlier pale in comparison.
やかましい。うるせえのはてめえも同じだ。
Perhaps her shouting was still ringing in his ears, or he was just the type to answer a shout with a shout, but he shot back reflexively.
そんなんだから男の一人もできねえんだよ、お前は。ほら、目覚めたか？
Okay. Oh, damn.
別にあなたの声は聞こえてた。煩わしかったから無視してただけよ。黙らせるの面倒だし。
They get along so well.
てめえな、俺はカカなんかか、おい。
コミュニケーションが成立しない点で言えば、あっちのがまだ上品よね。
ほう、その心は？
お互い何を言ってるかわからない。意味のない会話なら、オーセみたいなものでしょ。
Oh, okay. I guess she really has no interest in romance. I see.
Based on that statement, Alko must have been under the assumption that dating was the act of two lovers whispering nonsense to each other.
問題は、お前にとって意味のある会話ってのがどの程度の価値かってことだが、まあいいか。
I mean, I guess you can see a date like that. Some people would consider a date to be two lovers saying nonsense to each other. Me and my partner and I do vocal stims, and that's it.
Wait, true. And that's the entire date?
Yep.
いつになくきついじゃねえか、青崎。
ちょっとね。今愛嬌振りまける状況じゃないのよ。
不思議だ。 この2年間で青崎の愛嬌なんてものは見たことがないんだが。
You know, like, I love using the M dash, right? But I only learned recently that you're not supposed to put any spaces around it. For some reason, I thought you did. No.
飛び丸のいない時に振りまいてたの。
そうかよ。やっぱりあの時のこと恨んでるんだろう、生徒会長さんはよ。
You literally punched her, bro. I don't know what you
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about your run color.
There was only one thing that Tobimaru could be talking about. The incident that occurred in the student council room this past summer.
Oh.
ずいぶんと昔の話じゃないそれ。そんなどうでもいいことに容量を使っちゃもったいないわよ。ただでさえ脳の覚醒部分が少ないのに。
What is her problem?
She's so mean.
As the conversation wore on, Alco's murderous aura began to fade, and her sharp gaze gave way to a calmer demeanor rarely seen from her. It was quite possible that nobody beside Tobimaru had ever seen this side of her at school before.
ご忠告どうも。俺だってあんなことは忘れてよ。ただ、さっきその字がバカなこと言いやがるから、つい思い出しちまったんだよ。くそ、考えてみりゃ場所まで一緒じゃねえか。
Despite his ranting, his face betrayed a touch of nostalgia.
Ah, the good old days when I punched you, man.
Man,
Really
remember
takes me
that?
back.
Alco, on the other hand, was scowling.
ちょっと待って。あの話、彼にしたの？
あはは。
俺がてめえに、なんで会長になんか立候補したのよ。あんたは副会長って顔でしょ、どう見ても。なんて挑発されて、生涯最高の月をしたところまでな。
Rage bait.
Alco let out a sigh, as if relieved that Tobimaru had not told Sojiro the rest of the story. Even she wasn't sure why.
The rest
あ
of
れ
the
は
story.
確かにびっくりするぐらいいい月だった。思わず体が反応しちゃったものね。ところで、私そんなこと言ったっけ？
言った。しかも俺が保健室に運ばれたのをこれ幸いと強引に副会長にしやがった。
The duo ever.
Since that day, Tobimaru has served as the vice president to the person who usurped the role from him.
いいけどな。俺に会長職は合わねえって分かったし、副会長の方が性に合ってやがる。会長なんてやってたら、危うく親父みたいな野郎になってただろうしよ。
プライド高い分、できることは全部やるからね、飛び丸は。会長職に先進するあまり、気がついたら優等生になってたあんたも見たかったけど。
やめてくれ、ゾッとしねえ。猫かぶるのはお前だけで十分だ。
Tobimaru shooed Alco away like an annoying pest. It was a typical example of the crude verbal abuse they exchanged on a daily basis, with a wittiness that only two longtime foes could manage.
I guess I was thinking earlier, like having only 2 people in the student council is pretty small. But then I remember like their whole school is quite small, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
で、なんでそんな話したのよ。
は？
半年前のここの事件をなんで彼に話したのよ。
ああ、そっちか。いや、あいつがバカなこと口走ったからなんだが。
He was gassing you up, talking about like how beautiful you were, and I was like, nah, bro, you don't even know.
Bruh. He stopped himself before he said any more. He knew better than this. Let slip the fact that Sojo had a thing for Alco. Everyone knew guys didn't sell each other out like that, even if it was all, in truth, a misunderstanding.
それより、 さっきのはないんじゃねえのか、青崎。
The bro code.
お前、
True.
宗十郎に恨みでもあんの？
7日以上前の恨みを引きずるほど私はお姫様じゃないつもりだけど。
He wanted to retort that she was more like a queen than a princess.
That sounds like a compliment, actually.
But he'd come to know her too well over the past 2 years to dig himself into a hole like that.
恨みはないね。それにしちゃ恋に喧嘩売ってただろ。なんでだ？確かに調子の狂うやつだが、あいつほどいいやつはいねえだろうに。おい待て。なんだその足元のシロアリを見るかのような態度は。
別にあんたまでそのセリフを言うのかって心底から見避け果てただけよ。
What did bro do?
まあいっか。いいやつ、いい人、結構じゃない？喧嘩を売る相手としちゃ上等だわ。誰も憎んであげないなら私ぐらいそうしないとね。
Girl, what are you saying? What are you talking about? What?
She said casually, having regained her composure.
That is not a normal thing to think. I don't understand.
しないとねって、お前。
Tobimaro cannot follow her reasoning at all.
I have to agree with Tobimaru on this one.
Tobimaro was used to Alco's erratic trains of thought, but hating Sojiro for no reason seemed needlessly cruel. His friend's naive and innocent face came to mind, and then he blurted,
けど、宗十郎は青崎が好きなんだぜ。
Oh my
それでも嫌いなの
god.
か？
The snowball effect. It's happening.
his vow of silence had lasted not even 2 minutes.
Bro code. What happened to the bro code? Bro!
You are so
い
fucked.
や、今のはな、青崎。
Oh!
He tried to take it back, but it was too late. She had heard his words loud and clear. All he could hope for now was that she would take it well.
そりゃそうでしょ。好き嫌いは誰にもあるし。けどこればかりはね。彼が私と仲良くしたいって言っても、私は嫌いなんだから仕方ない。
Stone cold Alco. Tobimaru found himself filled with indignation at the detached Alco was being. How
い
detached
や、
Alco
そ
was
んな
being.
お友達感覚の話じゃなくてだな。そういう好き嫌いじゃなくて、その字は本気でお前に惚れてるって言ったんだよ。
He likes you, bro. He likes you.
He shouted, his face the embodiment of sincerity. Alco gave him a blank stare. It was the face of someone who had lost her wallet hours earlier and was just only realizing it now.
That's such a specific emotion that they just elicited. Huh.
Right? The first instant of doubt that ushers in the reality of the situation. But an instant is all it was.
で、
She answered coolly, as if she had no idea why it should matter to her at all.
I don't even care, bro. I don't even care. Yeah.
で
I
と
think
き
Gav.
たか。
She'd gav.
鬼でもなけりゃ悪魔だな。お前って女は。よかろう。聞こ
Fuck, I keep cutting him off. I'm so sorry, bro.
Tobimaru gave up any pretense of masculine solidarity and fired back hard.
いいわよそんなの。つまらないもの。
She ruthlessly cut him off. Thinking of the boys who still harbored unrequited love for Alco, Tobimaru tried hard to come up with a name befitting of the demoness in front of him.
I don't know why I keep like cutting off Tobimaru. It's only him and no one else. I don't know. My finger just clicks.
なるほどね。それでさっきの話に結びつくわけだ。へえ。
Oh my gosh.
柄にもなく友達思いじゃない殿下。
What an expression.
Right?
ってことは、聞くも無残、語るも無情っていう私の噂話、教えてあげたんでしょ？
So mean to Toblerone. That's a really good nickname for it.
Toblerone. She laughed as a fiendish smile adorned her face. Tobimaru repented to God, whoever and whenever he or she might be, for ever bringing up Alco's love life.
飛び丸にしちゃ正しい判断ね。
True.
褒めてあげるから、どんな話をしたのか聞きたいな、私。
Hashtag woke. She was smiling, but Tobimaru wished she'd at least try to hide the bloodlust.
代表作とここでの事件を2つばかり。
Yeah, I don't think he's walking out of this place alive. He's gonna come out a
Tobimaru.
changed man.
Tobimaru might get mauled to death in this exact room. Alco nodded with satisfaction as she listened to Tobimaru's hesitant answer.
こういう時、噂話って便利よね。うるさいのを追っ払ってくれるから。でも、そんな話を考えなしで広めたら大変だから、これからは気をつけてね。
Had this been in writing, the chilling sweet tone of her words could have been signed with a heart. Whether angry or happy, Awazaki spoke in a disturbingly cute manner when she was in a heightened emotional state.
Just like he'd walk out like that picture of that soldier with like this 1,000-yard stare. Oh.
Yeah. Tobimaru took note of this new discovery, aware that it did nothing to get him out of his situation.
ああ、俺も命は惜しいからな。口はもう滑らねえよ。
You haven't been doing a very good job of shutting your mouth, man. I don't know.
Yeah, like the past 5 minutes.
Yeah.
けどよ、青崎。本気で宗十郎が嫌いなのか？
He knew that it was a topic would better be off avoiding, but he tried asking anyway.
He just can't help himself. He just has to
He
yap.
needs to know. He's so damn nosy. The bonds between men, at times, shine more beautifully than a pearl.
You've known him for what, a week? Less than no, 10 days
yeah.
maybe.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Less than 2 weeks.
まあ、好きじゃないから嫌いっていうわけじゃないけど、私が彼のことを嫌う理由は自分でもわからない。
There's something about his face, and it's just like the default staining spray and facing the camera.
Man, it's just something about him. I don't
だ
know.
からダメなのね。
Just something about him.
Oh my god! So fucking scary.
Perhaps to placate Tobimaru, Alco paused in contemplation before she answered.
I guess you're right, Blaze. 2 weeks is more than enough for some guys to have a bond that will transcend time and space.
Sometimes it just happens within a night.
True, true.
Given it a moment without immediately blurting out a response meant that it not...
You got this.
Given it a moment without immediately blurting out a response meant that not even he could complain. There you go.
そうか。まあ、そういうことならしょうがねえか。何しろ、綺麗さっぱり感情論だ。お互い理由もなく好きと嫌いじゃ、手を貸す隙間もねえわけだし。
The both of you are confused as fuck.
Thinking that would be the end of it, Tobimaru looked up toward the ceiling and silently apologized to Sojiro. However, his final sentence appeared to have piqued Alco's interest.
待って。今の。
What do you
どういう
mean
意味？
by that?
What do you mean by that? Is it faux?
I honestly don't know.
I think it's faux. I'm
Like
pretty
the
sure
soup.
it's faux.
Yummy.
Yeah. Her faux cheer had vanished. Fa? Failing to pick up on this, Tobimaru answered nonchalantly. Wait, he's nonchalant.
いや、
いや
あいつもさ、青崎に惚れた理由がわからないなんて言いやがってよ。ああ、違ったか。理由なんてないなんて意味だったかな。
Tobimaro was still in disbelief that Sojiro had been charmed by Ako's appearance, so he purposefully left that part out.
理由はないですって。
Is she taking
I mean-
offense to this?
I mean, you don't like him for no reason, so I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah, it's a very, very much a mutual thing.
ああ、なんで俺がいくらお前の噂話をしても無駄だった。天津さえなんて言ってたかな。あ、そうそう。理由はどうあれ、青崎の心配は本物なんだとか、自分はそれで助かってるとか、俺なんかには言えないセリフだったのは確かだね。どうにも。
He's not, I mean, I wouldn't say he's spreading only misinformation. It's just, information in a very skewed point of view. That's not right.
Yeah.
Some of it's true, at least.
はっきりしてんのは、他の野郎どもと違って、噂を聞いても手を引く素振りなんざみじんもなかったってことだけ。
He's not like other
Very chill.
boys. Yeah.
Tobimaro finally noticed a shift in Ako's demeanor.
Why?
She was
Why?
scowling at the
What?
wall.
What?
She glared at it in silence like it was her worst enemy, and this continued for several minutes.
He's so mad. I don't understand. Oh my god.
さっきといいそれといい、どこかで聞いたようなことばっかり。
Hmm. I've been trying to. I don't have enough context or clues to know why they already have some kind of connection. I'm so shaking at the bars of my enclosure.
So great was her ire,
Yep,
that
ire.
the gnashing of her teeth was audible. The irritation seethed until it reached a point that Ako forgot Tobimaro was even in the room.
his look over.
Tobimaro looked heavenward for forgiveness, sensing that he'd brought further calamity down upon Sojiro's head. Just talking, and just planning on killing Soji, just getting him killed.
It's so over.
少しわかったわ。なんであいつが気に食わないのか。
Yeah?
Tobimaro looked away as if to indicate that he'd rather not know, but Ako ignored him again, grumbling venomously.
あいつ、私が嫌いなやつと言動が似てるのよ。
Oh?
誰彼構わずいい人扱いされるところとか、妙にふわふわしてるところとか、いちいち私の勘に触るところとか。
ふわふわ。
Glancing idly up at the clock, Tobimaro thought that last part just sounded like misplaced anger. And that was that.
Okay, you're not gonna elaborate on who that is? For me?
For me?
For me, please? Please?
1 o'clock had come and gone.
わかった。もういい。この話をした俺が悪かった。で、俺に用ってのはなんだよ。言っとくけど、もう授業始まってるぜ。
え？授業ってなんで？いつ？
いや、さっきその字が出てってから、青崎がギラーンって壁に睨んでた時にチャイムが鳴ったんだよ。いいのか、生徒会長。5次元目ばっくれて。
She was hating too hard. Man.
I should have missed class, bro. I should have missed the start of class. We're running late.
Aoko Aozaki's beautiful journey on discovering the source of her hatred. Wow. So beautiful.
いいわけないでしょ。
Girl?
なんで黙ってんのよ、あんたは。
Oh my gosh.
She looked like she was on the verge of tears as she shouted and pulled at his necktie. Tobimaro raised his hands in mock surrender, a gesture reserved only for the true victor.
蚊の方がエレガントなんて言いやがった仕返しだ。思い知るがいい。
Jesus Christ.
男の尋常を踏みにじったり焼き殺したりするエリート悪魔め。
Bro, they're so dramatic. It's so funny.
相変わらず細かく根に持つ男。言動には言動で返しなさいよね、卑怯者。
She tightened his necktie around his neck with a yank. The vice president smiled a thuggish grin, as if her reaction made his victory that much sweeter.
お前の古典が破滅に向かっているのは周知の事実。そして A 組の5次元目は言うまでもない。藤代のばあさん。青崎のこと嫌ってるしな。
Fujishiro had one of the longest tenures at the school, so it was only natural she would be in charge of teaching the classics.
さあ、こんなところで俺のネクタイを引っ張る余裕があるのなら、急いで自分の教室に立ち返るがいい。
Before she ties it around your neck,
情けだ。別に止めはしねえよ。
New face!
くそ、あんたなんかにはめられるなんて。
she's annoying.
死んでしまえ。
She is.
She choked him even harder with his necktie. As Akko put words into action and mercilessly strangled Tobimaru, he saw his life flash before
Oh my
his eyes.
god.
いや、待て待て、本当に死んじまうだろうが。今ならまだ間に合う。10分過ぎたら遅刻から欠席扱いだぞ。
Akko glanced up at the clock. It was still only 1:07. Her route from the student council room on the second floor to the Class A classroom on the third floor. Nah. If she ran, she could make it.
命拾ったわね、飛び丸。
Alko clicked her tongue disappointedly that she couldn't kill Tobimaru. What disturbed Tobimaru was that it didn't sound like an empty threat.
Oh, it's a promise.
It's a promise.
He's
あと放課後、
fucked.
ここにいて。頼みたいことがあるのは本当なんだから。
He looks so pouty here, like, so
She's so
cute.
cute. Aw, so cute. She was halfway out the room before she even finished her sentence. Finally, all alone, Tobimaru closed the open door, locked it, and slumped into a chair.
たく。ああしてる分には楽しいやつなんだけどよ。青崎は。
He leaned back into a creaky folding chair and let out a sigh.
The sky!
Wow.
The outside was beautiful. The weather outside was beautiful, but the sunlight waned early in the winter. Before long, daylight would fade, and the unheated student council room would grow colder and colder. All of the good equipment, like the heater, had ended up in the main office, so he had no choice but to settle in for a chilly afternoon.
こんな天気が続けばいいんだがね。天気予報じゃ、また雲行き怪しいって話だが。
After a somewhat suggestive monologue, Tobimaru's mind drifted. He idly wondered to himself whether Sojiro was an overcast day or a clear day sort of guy, but no answers came.
Wow, he's really on your mind quite a lot, isn't he? You're really thinking about him quite a lot.
Really?
What if he's low-key bisexual?
My student council vice president is bisexual?
Oh,
Would you want me to keep reading?
I could take over for you. Thank you for reading.
Okay.
The school day overs. Yeah. Sojiro headed straight to his job. While the school had approved his jobs at the Chinese restaurant and the fish market in Misaki's shopping district, there was other work he hadn't mentioned to them. Oh my gosh, there's more? And it was not because he knew they would complain at him working too many, but rather because of the illicit nature of one job in particular. Ooh. Today, his workplace was a pachinko parlor in front of the Yashirogi station. I see. Let's go gambling.
Let's go gambling.
Sojiro changed out of his school uniform into a black tuxedo uniform, then began cleaning the storefront. Yashirogi was the jewel of Misaki City, a busy place with a vast assortment of commercial centers and shopping arcades. Where there were people en masse, there were products made en masse. A romantic might describe it as a place of joy. A realist would note the free enterprise, and a cynic would point at all the garbage. Local authorities had attempted to beautify Yashirogi, but there was one basic tenet of society they could not overcome. This establishment was the embodiment of that rule. Businesses such as this attracted the dregs of society, and as such, the front of the parlor had to be cleaned several times a day. Kojiro stood outside in the winter cold, sweeping used-up cigarette butts. In the winter cold, sweeping used-up cigarette butts, picking up discarded flyers, and tossing empty cans into the trash. Dregs of society. Read smokers. Something about it must have reminded him of mountain life because he cheerfully finished the job with ease. After making sure the storefront was acceptably clean, he returned to the inside of the parlor where it was nice and warm. Blinding lights, deafening sounds, and the oppressive odor of tobacco assaulted him as he passed through the parlor on his way to the office.
店長、外回りの掃除終わりました。
はい、ご苦労様。それでいいかな。2階の40番台のお客さんの様子見てきてくれない？どうも懐に飲んでそうなんだよね、あのお姉さん。
His boss was a good-natured man who used to work a desk job. The reason he employed someone like Sojiro, even though he was clearly a student, was not because he admired him for working his way through school. It was because of all the other employees. They're scary and intimidating, and he wanted at least one employee who was not.
いいんですか？トイレの掃除まだですけど。
いいのいいの。なんかね、カメラの死角にいるんでいまいち確証取れないの。そうちゃん、今のところ的中率 100% でしょ。様子見てきてくれないかな。
Six cents.
Such a cute way to abbreviate, like, to shorten his name.
True. Hearing that, Sojiro put away his cleaning equipment and headed upstairs. It was a typically large-scale pachinko parlor with 2 floors. It prided itself on being a local establishment that was satisfied with taking the locals' money little by little without resorting to more exploitative means.
Let's go gambling!
Let's go gambling! But regardless of the parlor's intentions, its customers were not so scrupulous. Among them were casual players, professional gamblers, and cheaters looking to profit by exploiting whatever loopholes they could find. Of particular prevalence was a device developed in the mid-80s that could disrupt the machine's circuitry from the outside and make it much easier to get what was called a 777 jackpot. As much as the parlor wanted to deny these cheaters entry, it needed to present hard evidence of cheating, or risk losing customers. Particularly in the service industry, innocent until proven guilty was not a rule taken lightly. As a result, they could only punish the customers they caught in the act. Such cheaters were known as gotoshi, a slice of society which Sojiro knew nothing about. What he did know was that they were inconveniencing his employer and violating their rules. He went upstairs. The radio and game machine sounds on the second floor were quieter than the cacophony downstairs. There were 100 game machines on the ground floor and over 80 on the second. While there were some empty seats here and there, it was a solid evening turnout. The machine mentioned by this boss was at the center aisle. Sojiro nonchalantly leaned back against the wall and watched the customer hit the jackpot over and over again.
I just hit the jackpot!
Wow,
Oh my
what a
gosh,
shot! Okay, alright.
I need everyone to leave the stream right now. It's about to get nasty.
Holy fuck. Give us 5 minutes, chat. Just give me 5 minutes.
I need everyone to mute the stream and close their eyes. or just close their eyes and you can listen.
Oh my god, Jesus Christ! Holy fuck. The second he saw her, his gut told him that he was not cheating. He still was not sure what made someone a master swindler, but if it meant they were special, this woman certainly fit that description. With a sound that's crazy.
Audio jungle.
Audio jungle. It was almost as if he could feel the luck emanating from her. As the customers looked on, she silently turned the handle again and again. She appeared older than Sojiro. She wore a green, form-fitting one-piece dress.
One piece.
A pair of stockings covered her legs. Her slender legs were gracefully crossed, and her elegance suited a painting better than a casino. Her dark, reddish hair was cut short in a bob, perfectly framing her stylish spectacles and crimson lips. Truth be told, something was off about this picturesque beauty ringing the jackpot over and over again. 4 boxes worth of pachinko balls sat at her feet, and her winning streak showed no signs of abating. She looked bored as her slender, porcelain fingers lifted a long cigarette to her lips.
なんかどっかで
Just as that thought crossed his mind, her gaze turned towards the wall and Sojiro. Huh? 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 Suddenly, a chill ran down his spine. He reflexively covered his mouth to keep from shrieking.
あの人昨日の
Oh. Oh god, a woman! Acting on pure
Push it.
instinct. Yeah. Acting on pure instinct, Sojiro took off running. He headed straight downstairs, desperate not to be on the same floor as her. He would have run straight out the door, but for his obligations to his job.
店長早退します。それと2階の人は問題ないです。
I'm out of here! He tried to keep his composure as he spoke, jamming his school uniform into a paper bag as he ran out of the parlor.
He's spooked.
He's spooked! Cloudy weather brought the shadow of night over Yashirogi as he ran through the shopping arcade toward the station.
He hauling ass.
Hi Random, how's the game going? It's going good. I'm so intrigued. I want to know more. He shot up the long staircase like an arrow. Quickly pulled the stray pass from his wallet and passed through the ticket gate. The ticket gate was crowded with people standing around, walking and talking. The station attendant by the automatic ticket machine had an unpleasant look on his face. There was now a familiar, comforting hustle and bustle around him. Just another day in the city. Nothing like what he witnessed the night before. Whoops, sorry, King. He could finally breathe again. The momentary rush of relief brought him to an abrupt stop. He nervously turned around. There's no way that dangerous individual could be behind him. Right, guys?
って
Right?
考えてみると
She's right behind me, isn't she? He couldn't think of a good reason why he'd fled so desperately. As far as he could remember, he hadn't even seen the threat's face long enough to form an opinion about her. Sojiro gave himself a good slap on the cheek to pull himself together and quickly made his way down to the platform. Unfortunately, the next train was 10 minutes away, and panicking would do him no favors, so he quietly found an empty seat and sat down. I keep interrupting you. Fuck! I'm sorry, King. I'm sorry. Here, let's hear that. Hear it in full. Kinda sounds like a snore.
Like, sure. He's so EP.
So he took another deep breath. He was surrounded by people waiting for the train just like he was. And no sign of anyone pursuing him. His head finally cleared up, and he assured himself that he was overthinking things. Though, he was surprised at how heavy his shoulders felt.
疲れてるのは分かってる。自分の体のことだし。
Sojiro sighed at his greater-than-expected fatigue. He had certainly struggled since coming down from the mountains, but in retrospect it could have been worse. Physically, he was probably holding up fine. He was much less confident in his mental state. The city and the mountains could not have been more different. He had been slow to recognize the differences and adapt. Acclimation was simple enough. Humans were nothing but adaptable. Even without any effort, one could learn to adjust over time. Recognizing the challenges had been the hard part.
そりゃあとにかく難しいことだらけだし。
Sojiro grumbled a complaint he'd never uttered before. To be honest, he was still afraid to wander around town. There were so many things city people took for granted that Sojiro had yet to grasp. It was little wonder that this never-ending chain of surprises would wear on him.
そっか。疲れてるのは体じゃないのか。だからあんな幻を見る。
He muttered to himself and shook his head. That which exists, exists. Such was the way of all things. Tobimaru had called it a hallucination, but Sojiro knew what he saw was real. The city was a magical kingdom compared to the mountains. If there were real magicians secretly living here, that should have been no surprise at all. The thought alone made his legs tremble. It took him a moment longer to realize they were quivering out of fear. He had feared the unnatural ever since he encountered a wild bear on a mountain path as a child. But that's like really natural. That's like nature. I don't. Okay.
いやあれはこんなもんじゃなかったっけ。なりふり構わず泣き叫んだもんな、あの時は。
Sojiro smiled a little as he recalled his traumatic childhood memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bear almost
And-
ate me alive.
Smiles.
I miss that.
The good old days, man. Anyone would have fainted at the sudden appearance of a growling beast that towered over 6 feet tall. The monster in the movie that Sojiro saw not 2 days ago was the equivalent of a cuddly stuffed animal when compared to the wild mountain creatures. He was reminded of that he had faced far worse before, and his ordeal now was something he could endure.
そうだよな。今の問題はしらっと聞こえた最後のセリフか。捕まえて始末するっていうのはどうなんだ。
At face value, the meaning was obvious, but the implications were simply too frightening to contemplate seriously. Perhaps he had misheard the words, or perhaps the speaker had misspoke.
都会のルール。誰かがきっと罰しに来るか。
Even as he said it, the idea didn't feel quite real. It was hard to imagine that it applied to him. Sojiro breathed in and closed his eyes. His vision dimmed, putting the illuminated cityscape out of sight and out of mind. For now, he resolved to put last night's events behind him. When he opened his eyes, his breathing had calmed.
それでさ、青崎を殴りつけようとして結局どうなったんだ、飛び丸。
He somehow survived. I don't know how, but he made it out alive. The question suddenly popped into Sojiro's head. He decided he would ask next time and stood up from his chair. A long streak of light blazed by, announcing the arrival of the next train. Oh, that was the end of chapter 2? Wow. Guess we can go to the archive.
Wow.
Wow. I feel like that was a lot shorter than chapter 1. Let's see what we have. Ha ha. Are these new? Let me see.
I believe so. Yeah, I think we read these.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
1.5.
Okay. Lunchtime together!
Actually, wait, no, this is just the same, actually.
Oh. Oh. It's not anything extra. Okay.
Yeah. Because we went back for the archive the last time, it was 1.5. There's no 2.5.
Whoopsie. Wow. I'll put this back now. There's still a lot. I don't. Chapter 2. How many episodes are there? And let's add.
Let me see.
I'm so curious. Gameplay a bit more, and then I think maybe I'll call it. Because I'm getting a little
Yeah.
sleepy.
There are 13 main chapters.
Whoa. Thank you for looking it up.
Yes. Let's see. Reddit post.
Thank you, Reddit.
Let's see. Okay, that's not a feasible answer.
It's
We should just
okay.
go to the wiki.
Yeah, but
Let's see.
I'm okay with 13 chapters. Though I hear they do
Yeah.
vary with length quite a lot.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, there are 13 main chapters, and let's see, one, two, like 0.5 chapters, like in archives.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thank
Yes, and then some extras after the fact.
you. Ooh, okay. Let me tell you how the events of yesterday transpired. Oh, I'm finally gonna know! I'm finally gonna know! On moonless nights, you must never look back. Was it a lesson or was it a warning? It was so very long ago. At the time, I could not have imagined what but my very being would become. One night, it came without warning. I was filled with an anxiety so heightened that it made me want to burst into tears, so I fled to my grandfather's workshop. Unlike the grandfather I knew, he smiled and kindly placed his hand upon my head. Yes, the Red Death follows your every step. Rather than consoling me, he sent me home with only those haunting words. That night, I was certain that I sensed a shadow lurking behind me. Something or someone watching me from afar. Then little by little, year by year, it drew closer. Eventually, the presence that once felt like a spot on the horizon grew so close that I could feel its breath down the base of my neck. Of course, it was all in my mind. When I turned around, nobody was there. But that night marked the beginning. In hindsight, I later understood that the indescribable anxiety I felt was the dread of certain death. Oh! How much time has passed since that night? It lingered deep in the recesses of my mind where childhood memories are kept. A faded, storybook-esque memory. On dark nights, I still hear the faint echo of my grandfather's words. No matter how strong the wind may howl, or how entrancing the song of the girl next to me, I could never bury his ominous words completely.
ご到着ね。
The girl beside me said. Alice's inflectionless voice spoke volumes of her role as the bystander.
Hi, Alice, hi!
That night, there was only me and her. It was the night I would mark as the birth of who I am today. For what should have been quite the memorable night, it sure wasn't a promising start. Dense clouds blocked the starlight above like a black umbrella. Strong wind tore through the sky, carrying the heavy clouds with it. The hands on the clock in the middle of the park pointed skywards, as if reaching for the moon. Unfortunately for them, tonight there was no moon to point at. The winter air grew fiercer as the night wore on. Inhaling felt as though it would freeze me from the inside. The air chilled me to the bone, threatening to pass up my spine directly to my brain. To prevent my mind from being paralyzed, and to prevent my fingertips from becoming stone, I sparked a fire using my internal rhythm and emotion.
触覚を譲るわ。幸運ね。あの位置なら刻んでおいたウィスプが止まる。
I responded to Alice with a nod, and then, for just a moment, I saw the ground. My legs quivered ever so faintly. I told myself they were shaking from the cold, but I wasn't so sure. In reality, they may not have been numbed by the cold, but by fear. I breathed a sigh of relief. My humanity must be intact if my emotions are still present. Before I could sink into a pool of my own sentimentality, the sensations from the bounded field flowed from Alice into me. A transparent wall covered the entire park. An unrecognizable carpet rooted deep under the earth. Oh? Alice Konji's chants of the Mother Goose fairy tales permeated the night. The sensations became one with my body. I felt goosebumps on my quivering right arm. Someone had trespassed. The goosebumps crept up my right arm like ants. and slowly but surely made inroads for my heart. Holding back the desire to drive them out, I waited for them to reach a certain definite position. A moonless night. The park's quaint streetlights were not enough to lift the darkness. The ants came to a stop. Far, far from my right arm, they had reached my very heart. Even without the aid of my sense of sight, I could see the intruder lurking in the darkness. The starboard, in the bushes about 30 steps back on all fours, it was beckoning with its right hand.
Suko!
The enemy's movement and my perception of it were in lockstep. I spun around. Oh, the rubber arm! Oh my god! The enemy's arm stretched out like a spear! This lethal weapon, aimed at the back of my head, brushed my hair at breakneck speed. With the omniscient awareness granted by Alice's ward, I managed to avoid it by the skin of my teeth. Monkey D. Luffy, oh my god!
My god.
My hair fanned through the air from the violence of the attack. The strike grazed my cheek, and I felt a small, sharp pain. I felt like the kiss of death. I switched the flow of my body's blood to a different cycle. The blood running through my veins at a few feet per second transmuted into an imaginary element. My body became a single circuit, and my heart transformed into a completely different engine. Within me stirred an unknowable motion of immeasurable heat, something mystic yet untapped by humankind that made me who I am. It was the fire of life behind all miracles and fables. What we mages called magical energy.
Setto.
I turned around, set the enemy in my sights, and held up one hand. My arm was the agent of my will. My lack of experience meant my magecraft would only be possible with the use of vocalizations and gestures. Magical formulae were engraved all over the park. All I had to do was ignite them. I needed to direct the flow of the magical energy within my body to each formula. Typically, a mage acts as a conduit. Whether wired or wireless, the mage simply pours magical energy into the formula. Releasing this energy in the form of a projectile, stream, or any number of other methods would usually suffice, but in my case, it was the feeling of my limbs whipping out.
Moira!
I fought speed with speed. The enemy's arm, extended 10 feet forward, became engulfed in flames. It was nighttime at the park. The scene, rendition of a campfire, but one in which the center of the flames contained a humanoid figure wriggling like a shadow puppet. The flames subsided just as unnaturally as it had ignited. No crackling, no burning smell.
結界返すわ。死体を確認するから。
After telling this to Alice, I headed towards the motionless figure. I killed it. I killed it. I killed it. Regardless of who my opponent was, I just took someone's life. My throat parched. I swallowed the truth that without this sense of reality, I would have been helpless. So hard and bitter, impossible to swallow, but I tried to anyway. I was unnervingly calm. My heart pounded and my breath felt heavy, but my mind was nonetheless calm. By the time I realized it, the charred remains were already in front of me. Bracing for a counterattack, I carefully examined the corpse. Everything seemed fine. His body lying slumped to the ground was nothing but ash.
Huh?
Something wasn't right. To begin with, its remains didn't smell organic. Not willing to believe my hunch, I took a closer look at the corpse's face. All that greeted me was the featureless white face of a mannequin.
ちくしょう！またやられた！
Screaming, I kicked the mannequin. The corpse crumbled to ash and disappeared with the wind. No, this was no corpse. This was just a puppet. And for all our efforts to lure the master out, he had once again been tricked by a familiar. My debut, my first test out in the open, would be postponed for another day.
いつになったら一人前にって。あれ？
At that moment, I suddenly noticed something familiar in the corner of my eye. Something seemed strange about the slide on the other end of the park. It appeared as though its shadow was larger than it should be. Oh no, bro. Oh, Sojiro, you better book it, man.
He's here.
He's here! Was I still drunk on the high of battle? It took me a second to realize what it was. Calling out was a mistake. Startled by my voice, the figure, wearing a familiar high school uniform, took a step back, and then it broke into a sprint. Like someone running for their life. Or should I say, it was doing exactly that. In a rush, I shouted to my partner, but she hadn't even noticed the third party's presence in the first place. Though it wasn't as if I could move by myself. Embarrassingly, the fight had taken more out of me than I'd like. There was no time for niceties.
Niceties, yeah.
Niceties, thank you. For us, being seen here was a matter of life and death. Taking off the numbness in my legs, I made for the park's exit. Nice tie. I had to admire his escape. The witness, party to the entire night's proceedings, had disappeared into the darkness of the residential district without a trace.